for Carter Booth. Pata gets her first swing. Robinson on the other side, and she slices. Yulia Orzol at the service line, getting TCU out of system, and it is Pata sending it too long. The evolution of this team and how to get the most out of the talent.
This team has so much talent. They can really put anyone anywhere. When you have swings like that, Western, they added a lot of firepower to this already dominant and physical offense.
Quite a luxury to have when you can tinker around this much with your lineup.
Guchtikin back in that jersey as we saw her all of last season in.
Orzol made her debut, her career debut in the libero jersey. Franklin once more takes some heat off. Robinson has been the hot hand, and that continues. Block is right there. Wisconsin scrambling here, and it doesn't matter. Frank program, one that you have to pay attention to, picked 4th in the Big 12 this year in the preseason poll, but this would be a huge one. Positioning to player development. Last year was all about ingraining this system, and now trying to pick up those big
year, but especially as a first-year head coach coming in, it's almost unbelievable. But he's someone who always believes in his team, and again, he speaks that into existence better because they know it'll make the team better.
Orzol with the swing. Pata has that sent right back. And a perfect dump in by the setter, Riley. Shallow serve. Guchtikin is right there. The tap back. And that will be a point. And she gets TCU out of system. Pata is rejected. And
we're constantly watching and analyzing the game, looking at the defense, helping the one out on the court to help them for who to set and when to set them.
Pata is going to chase that down and miraculously get it over off of that Pata serve. And it's still going to be a TCU. Adams dug well by Orzol. Free ball for TCU. And they go to Pata in the back row. Places it perfectly and somehow kept alive. Orzol sends it over from the back row, and Wisconsin. Back to Smrek. The pass, and Smrek, absolute fire on that rip. And then she gets the block. Gibson denied, but kept alive by the Horned Frogs. Ashburn looks to Robinson, and she turned that 4-set win. Overpass, and Booth says, I'll take care of that. Buckley goes to Rayola. Franklin puts it away, and by the Badgers, sent right back on that attempt by Gibson. Pata gets it back, goes off the block, back. Rayola, all-out effort for the Horned Frogs. Ashburn looking for Robinson, and she C1 aces per set last year, which is incredible for doing it for really the first time in her career. Gibson unloads to end. Buckley looking for Rayola, and she gets it off the hand. And that will bring Melanie Pata to the service line. And Franklin gives her hands of Pata, who could single-handedly take this team on a run of her own at the service line. Adams, and she hammers it. Guchtikin passes it to Orzol instead of herself, goes right in.
Pressure up.
Orzol, perfect timing. And
it's just in between.
Crawford once more goes right back to Pata. And on the slide, a good look for
Sacker.
Buckley gets it over. And unleashing a big swing is Smrek. Ashburn goes to Bramschreiber. Tipped over by Adams. Perfectly played. 4th set to finally pull away and close the door. We're seeing that in set number 2 with TCU coming alive. And once more for Gibson. Women's sporting event in North America, but ever very excited to see what happens. Gibson have the resilience like this against the #2 team in the country to believe they're right there. Pata turned back. Gibson going off the fingers and sent down, but it is Robinson. Great defensive play by Pata. And then Franklin, so smooth with the off-speed.
Pretty good.
Gibson off the block again, read by Guchtikin. And Robinson finds the corner. Hot hand just executing in every opportunity. Pata finds some space. Wilson, another setter on this team. Franklin, the overpass. Over the block. Up the middle, Green off speed. And Smrek times it out to Buckley, goes to Gibson in good rhythm. Great job by Orzel on the dig. And then Franklin evolving and a lineup that we're going to be seeing as he still tinkers with things. Big block by T. Orzel takes them out of system. That is turned back by the Wisconsin block. And Gibson able to tool it off. Free ball for the Badgers. Hamill goes to Smrek. Down.
Every time she gets a kill, sometimes she'll flex on him. I mean, she just has so much fun playing.
Point for TCU. It is the freshman Lydia in this match. Orzel goes to Temi Thomas-Ailara, who was outstanding in her first match with the Badgers yesterday. 12 kills, hit 500.
Libero position, see how it worked. And then tonight, on the flip side, Wilde Guchtikin in that libero position and Julia Orzel in place of Temi Thomas-Ailara.
And we have 3 TCU under 200 at 194. Here's Robinson, and her match continues to be superb. TCU out of system. Pata has to readjust. Franklin, what do you eat? Franklin off the pass from Guchtikin. Batted right back down by Smrek. Goes through. Pata back at the service line. It is Franklin off the tape. But it will be T's team. All Big 12 selection last year. One of 5 players in a really solid conference for this sport. Quickly dumped in, but read by Guchtikin like a book. Crawford gets it down. Weigelt's off the tape. Orzel tooling it off the blocks for Orzel. The day after she started at libero. Back in her natural position. Quick hitter, working to Buckley at the service line. They go quickly up the middle, right back. Ashburn goes to Orzel. She's been so good with the off speed today. And Wisconsin's block. Wisconsin with 7 blocks as a team. And add another and dominance. Ashburn to Robinson. She's just Green. That is too much to overcome. Pata going over the block this time. And Robinson off the hand. We will see if potentially both Big Ten teams an opportunity to go undefeated in this.
Right at him, because these passers are too good for that.
Just 2 aces as a team. Yesterday, Pata had 4 by herself as Robinson crushes it. 15 kills, 5 in each set as she goes to the bench. And Green just taps the. It is Crawford taking some heat off. Adams once more, and Wisconsin turned back again. Orzol off multiple hands. And Franklin with a whole lot of power. Buckley to Adams. That is too long. Buckley goes to Gibson and Carter. Similar positions and similar MOs trying to get down that rhythm. It is Adams.
Ton of ground, and with her height, standing at 6'7", it doesn't hurt either having those long arms.
Buckley up the middle to Gibson. You see the evolution of these teams from the beginning of this season, where we've seen TCU really diversify it from what we saw primary back row attack. Almost an overpass there, and it's going to lead to a Wisconsin line. Within 3. Franklin, beautiful take and pull, was elevating expectations, and even without one of their key offensive pieces in Audrey.